Welcome to class, students. In today's class we begin with module 2 basic concepts. Today's class we begin with data types. Data types in Verilog. First we see value set. Verilog supports 4 values and 8 strengths to model the functionality. If you observe value level 0, the condition in hardware circuit are represented with values in value set 0, 1, x, z. Logic 0 or false condition, or you can say it is connected to ground. So logic 0 can be 0 volt or connected to ground or false condition. So those conditions are represented with value 0. Logic 1, a true condition or connected to plus VCC, or these are represented as 1. Logic 1, value level 1 in Verilog. Unknown logic value is represented as x, high impedance as floating state. We observe what you mean by unknown and what you mean by high impedance. Logic 0 means a false condition or connecting it to ground. Logic 1 means it is a true condition or connecting to plus VCC or 5 volt, as similar to TTL circuit. Now if you observe an AND gate representation, here two inputs A, B and output Y. A is connected to plus VCC, B is connected to logic 0. So logic 0 we can assume it as it is connected to ground through switch, and A is connected to plus VCC. In this case, when inputs are logic 1 and logic 0, AND gate output will be logic 0. If you consider the same two input AND gate as an example, and if you want to analyze the circuit, one of the input is connected to say plus VCC, A is connected to plus VCC, same as the first example, and the second input, which is B, is not connected anywhere. It is not connected to plus VCC or not connected to ground. It is floating. We call it as floating. One input is connected to plus VCC, the other input is floating or high impedance. In that case, this circuit behavior, this input or the circuit condition is represented with the help of say Z. This is represented with the help of Z. High impedance or floating state is represented with value Z. So A will get value logic 1, B will get value Z. When inputs are 1 and Z for two input AND gate, in that case output Y is unknown. So because one of the input is 1, the other input is not connected anywhere, so output is represented as unknown or X. So these various conditions of the circuit, hardware circuits, we are trying to represent with the help of values 0, 1, X and Z. X is unknown logic value. Z means high impedance or floating state or not connected anywhere, either to plus VCC or plus ground state. Apart from 4 value sets, the circuits, hardware circuits, to represent various levels, we also have a strength level representation. In addition to logic values, strength levels are also often used to resolve conflicts between drivers of different strengths in digital circuits. The strength level supply represents the strongest value, logic 1, high impedance, weakest value, logic 0, not connected anywhere, high impedance. Other than that, large, medium and small, these are used along with tri-resistors. So this is the order in which the strength levels are represented. Supply means highest strength level, high Z means weakest strength level. Value levels 0 and 1 have strength levels listed below. If two signals of unequal strengths are driven on wire, the stronger signal prevails. The stronger signal prevails. If you see an example, if two signals of strong 1 and weak 0 are content, the result is resolved as a strong 1. Result is resolved as strong 1. If two signals of unequal strengths are driven on wire, the stronger signal prevails. For example, if two signal strengths, strong 1 and weak 0 content, the result is resolved as a strong 1. So strong 1 and weak 0 you are trying to assign to signal y, okay, two values at a time. If they contend, in that case the resolved value will be strong 1 because the strength levels are different, strong 1 and weak 0. If two signals of equal strengths are driven on a wire, for example strong 1 and strong 0, strength levels are same, values are different but strength levels are same. In that case strong 1 and strong 0, if they contend, it is resolved as unknown value x. To different service hardware circuit conditions, to resolve that we need values in Verilog. So unknown x. So strength levels also we have seen. Strength levels are particularly useful for accurate modeling of signal contention as we have seen, MOS devices and other low level devices. Only tri-register nets can have storage strengths large, medium and small. Next we discuss nets. Nets represent connections between hardware elements. Just as in real circuits, nets have values continuously driven on them by output of devices that they are connected to. Nets are declared primarily with the keyword wire and are 1 bit by default unless they are declared as vectors. Consider an AND gate with inputs P, C and output A. Here A, B, C all are nets only. Wire A, we can declare output port as wire A, declare wire for above two input AND gate circuit. Wire B, C, inputs also B, C, wire B, C, declare two wires B and C for above circuit. Don't get confused with the module declaration where we have defined inputs and outputs with the keyword input and output. All those things which we have defined as input and output can be defined as wire also. But general tendency is since we need to have port signals connected with other modules also, so in case of module declaration we need to write input and output so that those input output ports can be linked with the other level, lower level or higher level module. So input and output declaration is compulsory when you are writing hierarchical declaration. So all input and output wires or ports represent a wire or net in case of Verilog. One more representation. Wire D equal to, it is assigned with 0. Wire D assigned with 0. Net D is fixed to logic value 0 at declaration. We are declaring wire D as well as we are initializing with value 0. The syntax is 1 tick B 0. So value is written in binary, the size is 1 bit and the value is 0 that we are assigning it to D. Note that net is not a keyword. Net is not a keyword but represents a class of data types such as wire, WAND, WR, try register, try AND, try OR, like that. Next we see registers. Registers in Verilog represent data storage elements. Registers retain value until another value is placed onto them. Do not confuse the term registers in Verilog with the hardware registers built from edge-triggered flip-flops in real circuits. In Verilog, the term register means a variable that can hold a value. Unlike a NET, a register does not need a driver. Verilog registers does not need a clock as hardware registers do. So register means it is somewhat similar to variable declaration in C, that in Verilog we are defining as a register, nothing to do with the flip-flops or latches. Values of registers can be changed anytime in a simulation by assigning new value to the register. Register data types are commonly declared by the keyword register. The default value for register data type is unknown X. If you consider an example, register reset we are defined reset as a register. Inside initial statement, begin indicates start of the initial block and indicates end of the initial block. Reset is assigned with value 1. Initialize reset to 1, and then after 100 time units reset is made 0. Reset value is 0, made 0 in this example. So what we have seen is define a reset as register, a variable, initialize with value 1. After 100 time units you are changing value, reset to 0. Whichever value we are assigning it to reset, that value is updated after the time mentioned. Registers can also define as assigned variables. Such registers can be used for signed arithmetic. For example, if you see register signed 63 down to 0 M. M we are defining size 63 down to 0, means 64 bit signed value we are representing. This is a keyword signed. Signed register of size 64 bit we are defined. One more, integer I, it is a 32 bit signed value. It is defining register 31 down to 0 I. This is similar to register signed 31:0 I. So register integer itself, its size, default size is 32 bit, and register signed 31 down to 0 I, these two are equivalent. Integer means register signed 31 down to 0 size. Next we see vectors. Nets or register data types can be declared as vectors or multiple bit width. By default, the size is 1 bit. If I write register A size is 1 bit. If I write wire B size is 1 bit, default size. If you want to define more than 1 bit width vector, 1 bit width net or register, then we need to use vectors. If bit width is not specified, the default is scalar 1 bit. If you consider an example, wire A scalar net variable, wire A means size is 1 bit, scalar means 1 bit. This is a net, wire means net type, size is 1 bit, name is A. Wire 7 down to 0, 7:0, it represents 8 bit and the name given for that 8-bit width nets is bus. 31 down to 0 or 31:0. Okay, in that case wire 31:0, bus A, B and C. So 3 buses you are defined of size 32-bit width. So these wire declaration we are used to define nets, and register we are trying to define registers also as vectors. Register clock means scalar 1-bit register, value name is clock. Register 0:40 virtual address. A vector register virtual address is 41 bits. One more observation: higher value, lower value. Left hand side higher value, right hand side lower value. Left hand side lower value, right hand side higher value in this case. So both are supported in Verilog. So when you write 7:0, 7 is treated as so you will have 7 bus 8-bit 7 to 0. So bus declaration 7. Similarly bus 6 individually, if I want to access, I have to access like this. Bus 5 and so on, bus 0. Okay, so here 8 bits are there, bus 7 to bus 0. In that, bus 7 represents MSB, 0 represents LSB. In case of 0:40 virtual address, so there will be virtual address 0. Similarly virtual address 1, so on up to virtual address 40. So here you have got 0, 1 and 40. So this 0th location is treated as an MSB, and this one is treated as least significant bit, most significant bit and least. Here bus of 7, that is, this is treated as MSB and this is treated as bus of 0. In this order it is treated as LSB. Vectors can be declared at high low or low high, but left number in squared bracket is always the most significant bit of the vector. In the example shown above, bit 0 is the most significant bit of a vector virtual address. So here bit 0 is a MSB bit in this declaration. Vector part select. For the vector declaration shown above, it is possible to address bits or parts of vectors. We will continue in next class.